She's a maniac, maniac on the floor. And she's dancing like she's never danced before. She's a maniac, maniac on the floor. And she's dancing like she's never danced before. On the ice, blue iron sanity is a place most never see. From the four corners of the world, wherever you are right now, I'm Will Neff. And it's early, baby. It's a 3-stream day. She's a maniac. He's a maniac, maniac on the floor. Looking cool, Joker. All right. Hey, everybody. I'm Will Neff, and today we have 3 streams. What? 3 streams? Yeah, 3 streams. That's the plan. That's the plan. Okay? So today we're going to do 3 streams.
Good afternoon.
We're going to do this.
And beyond, and welcome to Roll for
Quiet Roll for Sandwich. This is the first stream. Okay? It's going to be a short little pre-stream for the murder party with Cutie Cinderella. I will be leaving here and going directly to the murder party. The murder party, I think, is like awesome. Here, let me see who's in the murder party. I can tell you exactly who's in the murder party. The murder party is, murder mystery party is Cutie Cinderella, Ludwig, Myth, Me Young, Hasanabi, Ray, Lily Pichu, and William Neff. Wow! So cool! I'm going to turn down the exposure on my camera real quick. Bam! Looking better already. So it's going to be all those people. It's going to be fan-frickin-tastic. Stacked lineup. And then after that, I promised I would do a film night. So at around, I think, 10 p.m. West Coast. I know it's late. We're going to be doing a movie because I promised we'd be doing a movie. Okay? So I think the murder mystery starts at 6 p.m. West Coast time. We have this stream, and I'd like to talk about why we get 3 streams today. A little extra broadcast for you folks. Brought to you by the fantastic people at 100 Thieves and Heineken. Heineken is sponsoring this portion of the 3-stream day. Heineken is a great way to celebrate the Halloween season. Tell you what, I've had quite a few Heinekens during the Halloween season. Heineken tastes great, okay? This is one of the few beers that's everywhere that really tastes fantastic. But only drink it if you're over 21, okay? All you young folks will just have to wait to enjoy the fantastic taste of Heineken. Heineken Original. It's got this new slim can, but don't worry. It's got the same great taste. So, I will be enjoying a Heineken tonight, probably during the murder mystery stream. Okay. Yes! So we get 3 streams today because of the lovely folks at Heineken. I'm excited. They're excited. Everybody's excited. Ew, beer. Do you not like any beer? Some people are just anti-beer, and I respect that. But if you're going to drink a beer, all right, we're going to bust right into the man that everybody loves to hate, Roll for Sandwich. He has made some of the most unholy abominations. Ludwig was talking smack. Let me see.
Ludwig is like the first jock I've ever dated.
Hey, I got to watch this.
Okay, stop! Stop!
She said jock.
Like, that man wears fucking Crocs, bro!
Dude, he said Ludwig is a jock, dude.
I'm saying like jock body type. Like,
Stop. Oh, the guy who's fat with weird fucking toes tells him to stop, and then the Jet fan pipes up. What are you a fucking jock for, bro?
5-2. How are those Patriots doing, buddy? The 1 year you can't use it. The 1 year you can't talk shit about the Jets. Let's go, dude. And we're going to fucking roll you on Sunday. Love to see it. Love to see it.
18 losses in a row? Butt fumbles? Doesn't really count as
Butt fumbles. We're talking a long time ago, Lud. How's your team doing this year? Quarterback controversy. Lost to the Bears. That's a rough one, isn't it, buddy? It is a rough
a
one.
jock when your team's barely playing the game of football through and through.
No, let's unpack this. You think Ludwig is an athletic person?
I think he's got the archetype of a jock.
yeah.
Let's see how Will did real quick. Hassan on the goddamn bench the whole time because he's 37 years old.
How I didn't kickball? I went crazy.
His back tweaks and he's out for 6 months. I went up against Will's team twice. Both times. You know what? Not too much of a competition.
This, dude, listen. Lud, for God's sake, you're better than that. Okay, listen. Did we come down a little bit hard on Cutie saying you were the only jock she's ever dated? Yes. And here's why. You're not unathletic, but in no way do you strike me as a jock. You know what I mean? You were never the guy who wore slides and socks to class coming from practice. That just wasn't you, right? You're much more of a theater geek, funny guy, popular guy. You're like the Zach Morris, okay? Who was the jock from Saved by the Bell? Mario Lopez. You're not the Mario Lopez, okay? You're the Zach Morris. You're not the AC Slater, okay? You're the Zach. And that's fine. I was a Zach too. All right. No one would ever describe me as, hey, Will, that jock. You know what I mean? That's why it was funny. But I will say this. You went with two things. First thing you went with was the Jets. And the Jets are right now the 10th best team in football with one of the best records, probably going to make the playoffs. And we're probably going to roll your team this weekend. So poorly, like any other year in history, you could go, ha, 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 Jets. This is like the 1 year you couldn't do it. Unfortunate, you know, you're not keeping up with football. That's fine. Good try, though. Secondly, you went with kickball. I went absolutely bonkers in that kickball. I played for my team and went nuts, drove in like 8 runs. I played for OTV as a pinch player because they needed someone to bring in runs for them. I went crazy for them. And then in the last game, sliding into a base, I took my entire hip off. There are photos of my hip just missing because I slid into a base and my pants came up. I went crazy. Listen, your team won and you guys did really well and you played really well. But you can't come at me and be like, Will and kickball not there. But again, I would also never describe myself as a jock. I would never be like, oh yeah, I was a big jock in school. What? I'm 5'11", bro. I never had that option. I played tennis, man. I'm not a jock.
For Sandwich, the series where I let fate decide my lunch. Let's go. Today I'm using this set of orange dice that were sent to me by a viewer. All right, let's roll for bread. 4, sourdough. A good sourdough.
Okay, we've started out with an actual bread and rolled for sandwich. This is unusual.
Favorite kind of sandwich bread. Got a few slices toasted up here and ready to go. Next up, let's roll for main. 5, salami. Salami is a solid choice. 2 rolls down. And
No, you stand out because the rest is not good at it. Come see me at Kickball, bro. I went absolutely fucking nuts. I made sprinting catches. I was absolutely dinging the ball. What do you mean everybody else was not good at it? Huh? We beat the 100 Thieves team, and they had 3 Division I athletes. What are you talking about? Huh? We beat the 100 Thieves team first round. They had 3 guys that played basketball in college. What are you talking about?
and going strong. Next up, let's roll for cheese. 3, Colby Jack. Okay, this is a very normal sandwich, which I've had a lot of those lately. That can't be good. Next up,
D1
let's roll for
athletes?
roughage.
What are you kecking about? Huh? Do you guys even know who I'm talking? Dude, they had Chris on their team. Are you shitting me? He's a 7-footer. Hello? He's 7 feet tall. What are we talking about? Listen, the last game, I wasn't as good. The game against 100 Thieves, I went crazy because I was about to join 100 Thieves and I didn't want them to beat me.
1 lettuce and 11 none. I've got romaine lettuce today.
This is an actual sandwich. What is going on? What is going on?
And it'll be fine. It'll add a little bit of crunch.
Will, where's your merch site? Exclamation point merch in chat.
A little bummed I didn't get a second roughage. All right, let's roll wild magic.
Mayo. Mayo.
16, pork floss. Pork floss is shredded dry.
Oh, boy. You were so close. You were so close to making a passable sandwich. And then you went, what is pork floss?
Dried pork that is mainly used in Chinese, Vietnamese, and Indonesian cooking. It is a very dry, jerky-like substance that almost has the texture of cotton candy.
That is rope. That is rope, dude. Huh?
It's a jerky.
That's rope.
It is a very dry, jerky-like substance that almost has the texture of cotton candy. It's a little sweet and salty. It's commonly eaten as a topping for congee, which is rice porridge, or as a filling for buns or rice balls.
What?
All right, last but not least, it's our G20 sauce roll. 5, Kewpie mayo. Kewpie mayo was
This sandwich is actually going to go nuts. This sandwich is actually going to go nuts. He's got mayo, lettuce, cheese, bread, and pork floss, but this is a real sandwich. What happened?
a pretty perfect roll. I'm going to go a little heavy because I'm worried the sandwich is going to be kind of dry.
Hell yeah.
our sandwich
Kewpie
put
mayo
together
goes
here.
crazy.
And get our toothpicks in to hold it together. And let's get it cut in half. And let's take a look at that cross section. All right.
Okay.
Man, for being the spooky month, October has been treating me pretty well.
Nah, dog. We've seen your other sandwiches this month. What are you talking about?
Let's see how this one tastes. Yeah. It's a completely normal salami and cheese sandwich.
Hell
with the
yeah.
addition of that pork floss, which in this case works pretty well. It adds just a little bit more saltiness and sweetness in the same way that some glazed or candied bacon might. It's a little dry. I think I would have preferred to have some tomato on there as well or something like that. But all in all, it's a pretty good sandwich. I'm going to go ahead and give it a 9.3
Yeah.
because it got a little hairy there at the end with the
Dude, he made a regular sandwich. L. Donaldson 333. Thank you for the prime. You should open an omakase sandwich booth. That would be so sick. I've told you guys the idea for the restaurant that I want to open. I would never open it in LA because it would cost me $1 million to open a restaurant in Los Angeles, even like a shitty stand. But I want to open up a restaurant called Chips on a Sandwich. Okay. And the way it works is this. All right. It's a sandwich place. Okay. Wrap your mind around that. But what we do is we take like torpedo rolls and use some kind of ice cream scooping device to shell out the top. Or make like a bread flap, like take a knife and open it up, flap style. And you open it up, and we make your sandwich on the bottom piece of the roll, right? So let's say you want a chicken bacon ranch. You get the chicken bacon ranch. We put all the makings of the chicken bacon ranch on the bottom of your bun. And then the top, in the back of the room, we have like hamster feeders, right? Basically, with like valves, like cereal valves. And you point to one of them and you're like, I'll have the jalapeno kettle. And we open it up and it puts a consistent smattering of the chips in the top bun. Close the bun, put the bun back on your sandwich. So it has chips that are protected from the zows, that stay dry. And then that way you're enjoying your chicken bacon ranch with a perfect smattering of chips that do not become soaked by your zows. You see what I'm saying? It's called chips on a sandwich. Pesty Demon, thank you so much. I need a diagram. Okay, we're going to go to Microsoft Paint. Don't worry, boys and girls, I got you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here's the canvas right here. Okay, the canvas is literally under the one part where my camera is. Okay, perfect. Yes, here it is. Why does it stick in the left? Okay, never mind. All right, we're gonna go here. Okay, so here it is, right? So let's get our drawing tool, okay? And so here is the bottom portion of your torpedo roll or your sub roll right there. Okay. And then, you know, we have our menu up here, you know, classic deli style 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You come in and you're like, okay, I'll have the number 7, the Hasi. And I'm like, oh, you want that Hasi? And you're like, yeah. And let's just assume, for the sake of this, that the Hasi is a BLTT. Okay? Bacon, lettuce, tomato, and turkey. So I assemble your sandwich. Here's your tomato slices on your Hasi. Nice. Then we got some blurky slices. Bam, 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 bam. We got the blurk. Then we hit that shit hard with the bacon. Boom, bang, bing, bang. And then we throw the lettuce on there. Bloop, bloop, bloop. And then we take our mayonnaise. We're going to use gray because, you know, it won't show up if it's white. We slap it with the mayo. Now, this is where the magic happens. Okay. The top piece of the bread has like a trick container. All right. It's got like, we like scoop it out or we knife it out and we leave this flap. Right. So let's say it's been cut like this, but we leave it attached like a trap door. Right. And it leaves this open space. All right. So the sandwich is assembled.
That's for cool.
2 years.
Except for this bowl right here.
Earlier now.
Okay. I'm doing 3 streams today. I'm trying to do more early streams, but we got 2 more streams to do. Now, on the back wall, you have like these cereal containers, right? With like valves on the front. Like you would typically see as like a cereal dispenser in a buffet. So let's say we got, you know, salt and pepper, ketchup chips right here, Dijon chips right here, kettle jalapeno chips right here, and Ruffles cheddar and sour cream right there. Right? You go, all right, I got my Hasi I'm going to do the Hasi with kettle. So I take the kettle chips and I load them in this trough and I load them heavy. You get a lot of chips, right? Then I close the flap, put the top bun on with the chips safely inside, protected from the mayonnaise. And then I give you some chips on the side because that's just how we roll. And this is the product you receive. And the name of this restaurant is called Chips on a Sandwich. Okay. Do you see? Do you see? Okay, I have a question. Do you wrap the sandwich to get the pressure to mix the ingredients and flavor? You only do that with hot sandwiches. You only wrap hot sandwiches because you need like the convection cook. So let's say you order a sloppy Ness, right? The sloppy Nessawa, which is a meatball parm, right? I throw the meatballs in there, chip flap, salt and pepper, close the chip flap, put the top on, wrap it in like tin foil so it like steams that bread up real good. Yep. We're going to need some prototypes. I mean, I'll do it.
Oh, yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Yeah.
Have a year. Let's go, Will. You're one of the most
Thank you.
entertaining people on this platform.
Thank you. Need a Will X Cutie crossover sandwich truck. Oh my God, I would go crazy. Is part of the concept the streamer name subs? No, I'm just naming them for the sake of naming them. James Gunn directed a Guardians holiday special. My God, let's take a look.
I just saw on the calendar that right now on Earth, it's almost Christmas time.
We don't have time for triviality.
I love how James Gunn is just in both cinematic universes now.
It's like Christmas.
But Peter's so sad about Gamora being gone. Maybe if we go to Earth for a really wonderful Christmas gift, it would make him happy. Something special he will never forget.
What about someone special? Great content.
Thank you so much.
We're looking for the legendary Kevin Bacon.
We're looking for the legendary Kevin Bacon.
I just said that, Drax.
But your voice is small and mousy. I think maybe he didn't hear you.
Kevin Bacon! Footloose!
You're coming with us as a Christmas present. I'm Groot.
Love a good holiday special. Gross? Sorry? Wait, what's gross? Holiday specials? The one thing I will say is, dude, Chris Pratt had that superhero body for a while. He gave up on it, which is fair. He's a human being, right? It's hard to maintain that level of excellence. But, bro, he was gutted for a while. I like holiday specials.
Oh, yeah, wow,
You know?
that's very cool.
That's a big time.
That's a big time. He did it for Mario to be in character. True. I like holiday specials. You know, I think some holiday specials can be fun. You watch them with the fam, you know, by the fire, the embrace of kith and kin. You know, what you can't get too mad about that. I watched Dawn of the Dead for the first time today and thought it was solid. Do you like that movie for spooky season? Yeah, I think zombie films are always good. I think even when zombie movies are bad, they have a chance to be good just because zombie movies are fun. There was an era when zombie movies didn't take themselves so seriously. And then I feel like 28 Days Later kind of changed the game a little bit and made like an ultra serious zombie film that people adore. And kind of in the same way that like The Dark Knight changed superhero movies, a lot of people tried to make 28 Days. Again, Train to Busan is good. Train to Busan is good. Games with Seer today. I think Seer is out and about. Have you ever tried Cheez-Its on a sandwich? Depends. Seer's cougar hunting. Seer and gravy, man. Persona 5, not right now. Persona later tonight. I think we're going to do a film night late tonight after the murder mystery stream. So my schedule today is I'm doing this little micro mini hey how you doing stream brought to you by the amazing folks at Heineken. And then I'm doing Cutie Cinderella's murder mystery stream. And then I'm doing a film stream tonight because Wednesdays are film night. And I'm going to stick to that. So at around 10 o'clock tonight, we're going to do a film night. It's going to be late. Technically, though, they said in 28 Days Later / weeks, those aren't zombies. I think that's a dumb take. I think those filmmakers trying to convince people that 28 Days Later is not a zombie film is ridiculous. It's just silly. It's clearly a zombie movie. It's 100% a zombie movie. Rage monsters. Yeah, I mean, come on. It's spread by bite. You know, everybody's surviving. You got to be quiet and sneak around.
Love your
it's a zombie
energy.
movie. You deserve free Bezo bucks. Love your energy. Thank you for the Prime. What a brilliant thing to do. When is Cutie's murder mystery stream? It is 6 p.m. Have you got any rest since the G4 thing? I know you were being run around a lot. Not really. I was going to go home, and then I really just had so many things dumped in my lap that I had to keep going, which wasn't great. But I think I will go home for Thanksgiving, which I'm excited about. And, yeah. Opinion on Cloverfield? Which one? Cloverfield is interesting because I think the universe is really cool. I think the first movie is okay. For a found footage piece, it's okay. Speed Racer! Fire banger! Let's go, let's go, let's go! Thank you so much. I disagree. Someone said the first one is cool, the rest are meh. I disagree. I think 10 Cloverfield is by far the best movie in the Cloverfield canon. 10 Cloverfield is a magnificent film. I think 10 Cloverfield is like a hard 10 of a movie.
I usually work every Wednesday, but not today. Thank you for a full day of content. I'm watching it all.
Thank you. I think 10 Cloverfield is a perfect film. Your logo in the background looks like a metal band. Thank you. I think the performance by John Goodman and the actress in the film, I forget her name. She's from, oh God. I'll just look it up. What's the other movie she's from? The one with Sky High.
Oh, yeah, wow.
Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
That one person.
Scott Pilgrim. She's from Scott Pilgrim. Yeah. Thank you, that one person. But I think 10 Cloverfield is like it's a perfect movie, right? I think it's a film that starts with character. It builds really compelling characters. It maintains its mystery up until like the last moment. And the end is absolutely banana wax fucking crazy. And I love movies like that. I think, unfortunately, a lot of mystery films now let the air out of the project very early or rely on a twist at the end that is like, so come on, dude, that they lose you. 10 Cloverfield is like a perfect movie. Now, the third Cloverfield project, which is called, I forget, what was the third one called? Paradox. Yes. Cloverfield Paradox apparently was a film that was like retconned because Netflix like had it made and fucking hated it, and they were just going to dump it. And apparently they bought the footage and like retconned it by filming like 3 scenes to tie it into the Cloverfield universe, which I thought was a very, very strange decision. I don't know if I'm 100% accurate with that, but I know it was something like that, right? It was something to the tune of, it was supposed to be a different project. It didn't work. They retconned it, and then it became Cloverfield. Now, the reason that they did that was obviously I think they thought the Cloverfield tie-in would make some money, but I think that was also in the period of time where everyone was trying to build out film universes, right? This is the era of the ill-fated Universal monster universe that they tried to do, that they got like 1 film into and then they scrapped. The Dark Universe, yes. Basically, you know, the word out to writers and to Hollywood was that they were going to try and make fucking movies for every
oh yeah, wow, that's
like
very cool.
Every hit intellectual property into a universe, right? And the Dark Universe, if you've never heard about this, Universal was going to take all of its monster shit and crank it out. So they did The Mummy, they did The Invisible Man, but they had all of these other films planned that I guess are still in development.
Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
I don't know what the official take is on this, but they were going to make like a film universe of all this stuff. What did that last donation say? I totally missed. Did I see what? They're dead. Okay, they killed those projects. But it was like a disaster. Now, it's interesting because I do think they're still doing some of these projects, right? I think Invisible Man 2 is still on the slate. And I think Invisible Man actually performed amazingly well. I do not think that the Mummy revamp with like, what was it? Tom Cruise did well? I don't know. Invisible Man was originally not connected. Interesting. I guess they retcon that too. A lot of love from Argentina at Will Neff. I do try Argentinians asado someday, and dulce de leche. I love me some dulce de leche. In a movie called Brain Dead, did you see that? That's what the TTS said. Brain Dead. I don't know if I've seen Brain Dead. Let me take a look. Brain Dead. I don't know if this is the one you're talking about. 1990? I don't know. There's a few movies called Brain Dead. I'll have to look into it. Will there be a film night tonight? Yes, at like 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. I'm doing this stream, then I'm doing the Cutie Cinderella murder mystery stream, and then I'm jetting back and doing a stream at 10 o'clock. But I'm streaming today thanks to the lovely people at Heineken. They're sponsoring this stream. It's an incredibly smooth beverage for your holiday. If you've been enjoying Sober October, why not crack one open at the end of that month and have a delicious Heineken? Hey, Will, don't mean to derail the stream. I've been binging your content on YouTube and have missed every stream before this. Thank you for the many hours of enjoyment you bring me. Shout out. Thank you so much, man. Is this like what we can expect? Yes. All right. Someone did a diorama of what I'm trying to accomplish with chips on a sandwich. This is, I mean, look at how delicious that looks. With jalapenos on there. Insane.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
I want to hear your take on the new Ant-Man trailer. All right, I haven't watched it. I really haven't cared. I didn't watch the first Ant-Man. I didn't watch Ant-Man and Wasp. Is this... Oh, this is Ant-Man and Wasp. Is this Ant-Man and Wasp? I haven't watched anything from Ant-Man. Listen.
I used to ask myself a lot of questions. Scott, you're at ex-con. How are you an Avenger? That doesn't make sense. But everywhere I go, people tell me the same thing.
Thank you, Spider-Man.
People still need
That was actually funny.
help, Dad. That's why we made this. It's like a satellite for deep space, but quantum.
Dude, I'm going to say it right now. The boys did Ant-Man better than Ant-Man could ever do Ant-Man. That scene in The Boys where Ant-Man crawled in the guy's urethra and exploded him. I mean, that's content, baby.
Wait a minute. You're sending a signal down to the quantum realm. Turn it off. Now!
Oh, no, not the quantum realm. Into the quantum realm.
I don't take no shit from anyone.
Yes.
Been watching horror films for Halloween. The Thing was incredible. Thought I may add Mandy to the list. Any other recommendations?
Definitely watch Mandy. The Thing is amazing. If you've never watched The Fly or Scanners, those are both really good spooky flicks. 28 Days Later, Train to Busan. I'm giving you cream of the crop here, though. The Orphanage, great spooky movie. Those are some good ones if you've never seen those. The Audition, Cure, the Japanese film. Yeah. The Wailing. Seven. Very good spooky.
It's a secret universe beneath ours.
The Quantum Realm.
There's something I never told you.
Oh. I'm Catwoman. That'd be awesome.
Please. It isn't what you think. I can get you home.
Bill Murray.
And give you more time. If you help me. So, what's it gonna be? Ant-Man.
Kang! Yeah, I mean, I'm going to keep it a buck. I think if you are into these type of movies, enjoy them, right? Go have a wild and wonderful time. I'm not here to tell you you shouldn't. The one thing I would say about movies like this is you have to see them in the theaters. For any of this like CGI mass spectacle to work, you have to be in the theater with pumping sound and a big ass screen and hopefully like some vibrating seats, because this is like more akin to like a Universal theme park ride, right? I don't know how much film there actually is here. I don't know how much you'll really care about the characters or what's going on, or if you'll actually feel any sense of like urgency or danger or fear or any of those things. But the bright lights are very pretty and the spectacle is amazing. So listen, you know, I've been pretty hard on Marvel projects, but the truth of the matter is they make a pretty consistent product. And, you know, I've been thinking about it, and I think the purist in me at some point has to accept, like, this is what's keeping movie theaters open, right? Unfortunately, you know, people aren't rushing the doors to go see movies I like. It's just, it ain't what happens, right? When I go watch my fucking art house films, I'm the only person in the fucking theater, and that is what it is. But there'll be a line out the door for fucking Black Adam and Ant-Man and Wasp. And you know what? That's okay. People are getting into movie theater. They're enjoying spectacle. Hopefully they're putting their fucking phones down for 2 hours and enjoying a little storytelling. I don't know. Hopefully it's inspiring some other kid to make film one day. So, you know, am I like rip-roaring excited about Ant-Man and Wasp or Black Adam or any of the stuff that's really coming out right now in those universes? No. But if those are your thing, you know, I am not going to beat the shit out of Ant-Man and Wasp the same way that I'm going to beat the shit out of a Star Wars. And I think that's because, like, at least Ant-Man and Wasp knows what the fuck it is, right? It's not trying to be like high cinema. It's an amusement park ride. It's going to be pretty. It's going to be fun. It is what it is. It'll be a B-, C+ project, and you'll have a great time if you go and see it in the theater, right? It is what it is. Same thing with Doctor Strange and all those. I think with like the Star Wars of the world, like they're somewhere in between these, like, I don't know, trying to make a point and make like a deep film, and I don't know. I have much less issue with the Marvel universe than I do the Star Wars universe at this point. But I mean, the good news is for DC fans at least, Marvel, your fans eat, right? You have a pretty consistent product. I don't know if you guys get many A+ projects, but you get a lot of B to B+ projects, which is like, that's sustenance, right? It'll sustain you. It's $1 slice in New York City. Is it like mind-blowing pizza? No, but it's pizza and it's $1. But I think DC is interesting because it's had like incredible projects, like A+ projects, and then it's had like a lot of like F-, completely unwatchable dreck. And James Gunn taking over the universe.
Care to watch Chainsaw Man Ending 3 on Steam?
DC is dog shit. I don't agree with that. I would say that, would you care to watch Chainsaw Man 3 ending on stream? No, I am not going to do that. I'm not going to get DMCA'd, and I'm pretty sure Chainsaw Man has some pretty suspect content in it, but I love Chainsaw Man. I've read everyone. Only DC projects that hit are Batman and Batman related. I disagree fully with that. I thought Doom Patrol was great. I thought Shazam was great. I thought Peacemaker was great.
Yeah, wow.
I thought the Suicide Squad soft reboot was actually really fucking good. Outside those projects, terrible. Outside of those projects and Dark Knight, terrible. I will admit that. Like unwatchable. Like unwatchable trash. F-. But the projects that are good are really good. Wrong? Okay, whatever. Man of Steel is great. No, it's not. It really is not. I would say it's the best of their bad projects, if I can be honest. Like it's not as bad as Justice League, but it's not good. I wouldn't even give it like that Marvel B+ range. Even the new Batman was bad. I saw it in the movie theater. I enjoyed it in the movie theater. I liked it, right? I will admit, I liked the new Batman. I liked the new Batman, but I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm a fucking Batman stan, okay? So I can admit that I really enjoyed a project and that it's not good. And I hope that a lot of other fans can do that as well. You're Batman fans. You want to see Batman. You enjoyed a Batman project. It doesn't make the movie good, right? Like you guys gotta keep that in perspective, right? Like it was fun. It was really fun. And for those like comic fans, it was cool to see Detective Batman. But like, he was probably the worst detective I've ever seen in that movie. He was horrible. Like he wasn't like Clarice from Silence of the Lambs. He was like Mr. Magoo, right? Like admit that. He was a terrible detective in the movie. He couldn't even Duolingo or Google Translate Spanish to find out what that, stool pigeon or penguin meant. It was the whole movie was that one missed translation that I can do in 2 seconds on my computer, right? Like, come on, man. Like he was a horrible detective. Here's what I will say. Here's what I will say about the new Batman. I'm gonna keep it real. I do think there's potential for that universe. Do I think that every movie inside the new Batman universe will be bad? No. I think there's a lot of potential, and I think that's what people got excited about, right? People got excited about seeing the Joker in that universe, seeing Firefly in that universe, seeing Killer Croc in that universe, seeing Harley Quinn in that universe, seeing Scarecrow in that universe. Like, it presented a really cool opportunity, and I think we will get more movies in that universe, which I think you can be rightly excited about. However, I don't think it was a very good movie. It was a very muddied film. It was long as hell. And I think like the big moments just didn't hit. I really don't think the big moments hit, if I'm being honest. Like that whole last scene where he's like, I'm gonna flood Gotham. And everybody's like, wait, what? Huh? Gotham has levees? No one even knew that. Yeah, I can't believe no one thought of it. Oh my God. And is that gonna kill everyone? No. It's gonna minorly inconvenience them. Oh, okay. And what am I gonna do as my triumphant moment? You're gonna fall into the water and you're gonna lead the people out of waist deep water. Oh, and that's good. That's gonna be my big moment. Yep, that's your big moment as a hero. You're gonna walk the people out of waist deep water. Okay, great. I thought there were some good ideas in the new Batman. I thought like the kind of like weird, like very similar to like school shooter, white supremacy vibe was actually like some decent social commentary. I don't know. I think it missed on a lot of things. It was okay. But again, you guys, I'm the biggest, I am the biggest fucking Batman fan in the world, right? I have all the Batman fucking comics. I have all the fucking Batman graphic novels. I buy Batman statues on Sideshow. And I still was able to be like, I love that movie. I'm not a huge fan of it. Or like, it's not great. So at DC, I think like you get home runs and you get total misses. Bringing Gunn on to work or rework what is going on and make a lot of the projects more like Peacemaker. Because, dude, Peacemaker, in my opinion, Behind the Boys is the best superhero show right now. Peacemaker was fucking incredible. And I'll be the first to admit, I was wrong about Suicide Squad. I was wrong. I was straight up wrong. The first Suicide Squad was trash. It was awful. It was one of the worst projects I've ever watched. It was just a ruthless, stupid stupid cash grab based on basically the success of Guardians of the Galaxy. Everyone was like, hey, let's grab an obscure fucking property, load it with stars, shit it out, and we'll see what we get. And the first Suicide Squad was horrible. So when they were like, we're doing a soft reboot of the Suicide Squad, I was like, this is going to be trash. The worst, awful. And I was wrong. It was like a B. And I was so surprised that it was actually decent that like when I watched Peacemaker and it was fucking incredible, it blew my mind. Someone just sent me a horror film tier list. And this is really tough. This is really, really tough. Because, I think we're getting into territory when you make a tier list of film. You get into territory that I always talk about. And I just talked about it now, right? People always conflate I enjoyed a project with the quality of the project, right? Now, do you want me to rate these films on how much I enjoyed them or their quality as like a artistic project? Right? Because I think this always happens and people endlessly conflate this, right? I finally realized when I watched the new Halloween and people were like, this is the best movie ever made. And I was like, no, it's not. It's horrible. But I liked it. I realized that a lot of people now have a complete inability to look at something objectively and be like, this sucks. This is good, right? We used to be able to go and watch B horror and be like, oh, what a piece of trash, a popcorn flick, and enjoy it. But now anyone who enjoys anything makes a case that it is like the new Citizen Kane. There are like these video essays on how important the new Halloween is to like film. And I'm like, you're fucking nuts. So you want me to do an enjoyment tier list of these films, right? You want me to do an enjoyment tier list, not a quality tier list. Okay. Enjoyment tier list. Let's start Hounds of Love. I don't think I've ever seen Hounds of Love. Let's go through and just blast the ones I haven't seen. What movie is this? I don't even know what movie that is.
I'm a stud. I'm ballsy.
Okay, I think I've seen a lot
This
of these.
film and TV take is brought to you by Heineken.
Yeah.
Heineken slurs your words, makes driving fun and helps you forget. Heineken, the official drink of the Will Neff stream until Cutie's murder.
Okay, and that alert gets turned off. We here at the Will Neff stream do not support that message. Okay. Let me get into this. Stuff I enjoy. Let's start with the bottom, right? Let's start with things that are bad, that I just don't think are very good. A lot of these are really good.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very
A
cool.
lot. Okay, I will put Ginger Snaps in the never seen it category. Damn, dude, I'm gonna say right now, a lot of these movies are fucking incredible. Really good movies. This is gonna be very tough. All right, I'm gonna start with Us. I won't put it in the actual Dookie tier because I think it's better than that. Where did it go? I think it's better than actual Dookie, but I would put it in like the D tier. I don't think it's very good.
I'm a stud. Ballsy. I don't take no shit from anyone.
B-movie horror is so important to watch. When you're watching something that is so trashy but you love it anyway, you get confronted with the idea that something being well made and whether you like it are two different things.
Enjoyment, I think it's an F tier, honestly. The problem with Us, I'm going to be honest. The problem with Us, I'm going to be 100%, is the first 45 minutes of the movie are incredible, great. And I think it could literally have been a movie that was like perfect, but it just falls off so incredibly hard. And like makes no sense by the end. In comparison, I think Get Out is legendary. I don't know if it's God tier. God tier I'm going to reserve for some projects that are like insane, but it's like, it's almost there. If it's God tier, it's like bottom of God tier. Get Out, in my opinion, is a completely different project than Us. Get Out is perfect. It works. The characters are so defined. You understand what's going on. It's like this perfect commentary on horror and race and culture. Everything works. It's funny. It's scary. It's perfect. Us, there are no characters, in my opinion. None of the commentary really hits. And if it does, it's so ham-fisted that it kind of makes you cringe. And it basically abandons the storyline completely by the last fourth of the film.
My sub could try to get pregnant again. 11 months, let's go.
Oh, there you go. This movie, the girl with all the gifts, I think it's like a C tier. The end is like so disappointing. It's whatever. I'm not going to say too much about the girl with the gifts or whatever. Dr. Sleep, actual dookie. This movie sucked. This movie sucked. If you like that movie, good luck. God bless you. It was trash. Dog Soldiers, bro. Hey, yo, this movie is bad, but I fucking love it. This is a perfect example of like a B horror. It's like ridiculous. A bunch of British special ops guys get locked in the woods and they're fucking killing werewolves that are all practical effects, but they kind of look like shit. This is a bad movie. I fucking love this movie. I would even put it higher, but there's so many other movies that are insane on here that are worth watching. God, there are some good movies on here. Shit on me. Haven't seen this. I'm going to put The Invitation in the A tier also. This movie rules. This movie fucking rules. It's a movie that keeps its mystery up until the last second. It's so tense. It's so amazing. Love The Invitation. You definitely should watch it if you've never seen it. I'm going to put Cabin in the Woods in S tier. Cabin in the Woods is fucking great. It is a movie that speaks to horror films fans everywhere, and it basically it's a love letter to all of your. It's be at best. This is enjoyment. This is not quality. If you are a horror movie fan, like almost every other film on this list is referenced in this film, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful love letter. Ouija, that movie sucks. It's a D tier. Creepy, never seen it.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Have you seen Captain Christian's vid on The Shining?
Julia's Eyes, no. Never seen it. That movie sucks, or, whatever. Hereditary, I gotta do it. Hereditary has earned its place in God tier. Hereditary was the best horror movie of the year. It's instantly one of the best horror movies ever. It's so fucking scary. It's so brutal. And again, I think this movie is a love letter to other horror movies. It's a love letter to Rosemary's Baby. It's a love letter to The Audition. It's a love letter to so many films that I love, and it's done well. Now, in the same breath, because I did the same thing with Us and Get Out, where are you? Where are you? Midsummer. I hated this movie. I think this movie sucks. It's amazingly well made. If this was a tier list for just how well it was made, it'd be F tier. I just don't enjoy this movie. I think it is a horror movie that takes itself entirely too seriously and is yet somehow more ridiculous than a Camp Crystal Lake film. At no point was I scared. At no point did I white fifis hurt. Huh? At no point did I think this movie was worth my time, because it's just ridiculous. I think that this movie, I don't know, man. Dude, when none of the, it just doesn't work in a lot of ways. Like, I don't know. When the one guy is like arguing about his thesis right after he watched someone die, it's just so like, it's so girl getting into the shower like, Billy, is that you? Billy, stop playing around, Billy. Like someone just died. Get the fuck out of there. Yeah. The Loved Ones. This is a decent torture porn movie. If you enjoy torture porn, you'll enjoy it. But it's hardline torture porn. I don't know if I can go much higher than that. God, there's so many fucking movies on this. Scream 2. That's not Scream 1. Where's Scream 1? What the fuck is Scream? Huh? Did they only put the second Scream on here? What a strange thing to do. Oh, here it is. Scream. Love it. Hate it. Just shut the fuck up. This is a legendary movie. It's not God tier, but it's fucking legendary. Scream is to horror fans as The Boys is to Cape Shit fans. It absolutely disassembles the genre. It's a fucking incredible movie. It's a perfect slasher. Hey, Sydney. Do you like scary movies? I'm gonna gut you like a fucking fish. I mean, there's so many classic lines. My boyfriend's a jock and he's gonna beat you up. It's just perfect. Just perfect fucking movie. Totally disassembles the genre. I love it. Pontypool, I would give it a B. It's a good movie. I don't hate it. I don't love it, but I had a fun time with it. Audition. You gotta see Audition. You gotta see the Audition. It's a lot of fun. I'd even put it over Dog Soldiers. I don't know if I'd S tier it, but a wonderful Japanese horror that I love. Okay, gotta do it. Shaun of the Dead, God tier. The best. This movie's incredible. It's a perfect comedy. It's a perfect zombie movie. It is Edgar Wright's best film. This is a perfect film. The Mist. God, what an ending this film had. I would put that in C tier, maybe even lower. I got to breeze through because I got to kind of hop off stream here soon. Your next is a criminally underrated horror movie. Criminally underrated horror movie. Criminally underrated horror movie. I will say it over and over and over and over again. It's an S tier. Listen, if anybody out there wants to, what's the test where you make an actually well-written female character? It's like the what's the name of the test? Someone help me out. It's like a character with the Bechdel test. Yeah, right. Your Next is like one of the only fucking horror movies where the female protagonist passes the Bechdel. She fucking rules. She is like Ripley level dope ass female protagonist. Okay. Because you start the movie And she's like this cutesy little, Bechdel test is not the female character test. It was invented to check for lesbian representation. I think you're maybe right in its origin, but I think the way it is used now is for female autonomy. Let me check. I think it is now for female autonomy. Yeah. It's now basically to test. It got butchered from its original purpose. Listen, I think the Bechdel identity is basically this idea that like women just are two-dimensional characters in film, and in horror movies, god damn, like it is a tragedy how many two-dimensional female characters we get in horror. But this character, if you've never seen this film, it one-dimensional. Yeah, exactly. Not two-dimensional. Three-dimensional. I don't know how many dimensions. Women in horror movies usually suck. Okay. But this character, she starts as like this cutesy little South African, like, no, I gotta have some dinner. It's nice to meet your family. Love you, Will. Thank you so much.
Love you.
And then bad shit starts happening and she starts to go crazy. Dude, she is like popping the fuck off. And her little Weasley stupid boyfriend is like, what is going on? And she's like, I grew up in a survivalist compound. And she is like 100% unflapped by what is going on in the movie. And it is dope. It is one of my favorite films ever. It is one of the best female protagonists in a movie ever, or in a horror movie ever, up there with like Ripley. It's fucking great. It's fucking great. It's a criminally underrated horror movie. All right, let's just get this out of the way. The Thing. It's probably my favorite horror movie ever. It is a movie that when it came out was considered pornography. People said it was an abomination, a crime against God, and it's the best. The characters are perfect. The setting, frozen fucking Arctic. It's cozy. You can sit by the fire and watch this movie. Practical effects that will blow your fucking mind. Some of the most iconic movies, characters, moments in horror ever. It's a perfect movie. It's scary. It holds up. It's great. I love The Thing. And one of the great soundtracks. What are we doing? Let Me In. Actual dookie. Actual poop. Actual garbage. The American remake of Let the Right One In. Trash. Trash, trash. Trash, 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 trash. The Witch. Love The Witch. Really good. Really good movie. Kind of punishing, very long, but worth the payoff. I enjoy this movie a lot. Super stylized, beautiful film. The Fly. The Fly is legendary. It is his best movie in my opinion. It's like the only movie that this director makes that doesn't like fold in on itself at some point. It like Cronenberg usually just kind of has like plot and character fall into madness and disintegrate into ridiculousness. But The Fly maintains these really good characters throughout the entire movie. And Goldblum is perfect in it. And the body horror is great. Bada bing, bada zoom. Ready or Not, I didn't really like this movie all that much. People loved it. I thought it was a B tier. I thought it was okay. It was all right. The ending was so hokey. The Brood, a pretty good Cronenberg film also. Candyman sucked. D tier. Candyman remake sucked. I just didn't like it. Silence of the Lambs. God tier. God tier. God tier movie. It's a God tier movie. His House. I actually really liked His House. I actually really enjoyed this film. It's got a lot going on. I would put this high B, low A. I really enjoyed it. I liked it a lot. Dude, another criminally underrated movie, The Orphanage, El Orfanato. El Orfanato is one of the very early films in a career that a lot of people know very well now. Guillermo del Toro has made movies, Underwater, Pan's Labyrinth, that everybody has fucking seen, right? The Orphanage, or the El Orfanato, is so good. It's like his type of, like, this movie has soul, it's got heart, it's touching, it'll make you cry, but it will also scare the fuck out of you. I think it has, and I mean this sincerely, one of the great scenes in horror, the uno, dos, tres, toca la puerta. It's this scene where this woman is playing a children's game, and it's fucking terrifying. You gotta see The Orphanage. I would put this up there as like my favorite Halloween date night film. Really good. Okay. Moving forward. The original King Kong. I mean, some people have a fucking soft spot for this movie. I don't. I'll give it a C. All right, I'm going to do something. I'm going to do something wildly controversial. Wildly controversial. Alien. Legendary movie. Incredible movie. Possibly God tier. The only reason it's not? Aliens. 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 Yes, you heard it. I'm an aliens over alien guy. Okay? Some of you are going to get mad. I'm not talking about the quality of the film. Alien is a better movie, okay? Right? Aliens is just fucking amazing, dude. It's so sick, dude. Aliens is so fucking fun, bro. Game over, man. Game up. Just with those machine guns. You're too bad. All the hot fucking space marine chicks. Jesus. Unbelievable. The absolute sin.
Unbelievable. The absolute sin of that opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I love both these movies. I love both these movies. They're both incredible, but I just love Aliens, bro. I don't know if it's because I saw Aliens at a formative time in my life, but like, dude, if you watch Alien and then Aliens together, it's crazy. Because Alien is like this, it's like Alien Isolation. It's creepy, it's crawly. Everything is like daunting and scary. Oh my God, it's like impending doom. And then Aliens is like so satisfying because you watch all of Alien and Ripley is like hiding. She's like, oh God. And then Aliens is just like, fuck you, alien scum. And you're just like, yeah, dude, fucking murder them. I don't know. It's so satisfying. It is like the delayed orgasm of Alien, bro. You watch Alien and it's like this long buildup into Aliens and this just amazing release of Ripley fucking murdering. I don't know. Controversial take. Whatever. Love both those movies. Jeez, there's so many good movies on here. Jesus Christ. All right, let's just get it out of the way. Let's just get it out of the fucking way. There will never be a horror movie as good as The Shining. All right? Kubrick pulled his dick out on every movie he made. Right? It's not even fair. It's not even fucking fair. Okay? Stanley Kubrick made 5 films in different genres that I would say are arguably the best film in those genres. It sucks, man. It sucks. He's just different. He's the LeBron James of film. He's just different, bro. He's just different. Shining is so boring. I don't even know what to say to you. It's so eerie and punishing and dark.
I'm a stud.
Um,
I'm ballsy. I don't take no shit from anyone.
I feel like Aliens is the RE4 of the Alien movies.
RE4 of the Alien movies? Yeah, probably. Yes, it is. Listen, I'm going to be honest. I think Shining hits different for different people. I think on a serious note, if you've ever had anybody in your family that's like, or like a friend, like deteriorate into mental illness or like abuse, which I have and I think a lot of people have, The Shining takes on so much more of just this daunting, punishing, like just watching this woman try and keep her husband's mental together as like Shelley Duvall knows that he is falling apart into madness is just so fucking punishing. And the powerlessness of her being stuck at the Overlook Hotel in this loveless marriage with a character that a lot of people have basically asserted is a closeted homosexual, right? It is never explicitly said, but I think there's one scene that really sells it. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen this. When he first gets talked to by the owner of the hotel, the Overlook, he's looking at a magazine, right?
Oh, yeah.
It happens so fast. He's looking at Playgirl magazine, which is such an insane detail. It's such an insane detail to throw in there that he is publicly looking at Playgirl at an interview for a job, right? It says so much about that character, and that's Kubrick, right? Kubrick was that guy that it pisses you off as a filmmaker because people will tell you about the details that Kubrick went through to make movies. And as a filmmaker, you want to go, that's bullshit. You want to go, there's no way. There's no way he put that level of detail in his movies. It had to have been an accident. It had to have been coincidental. And then you realize he did. And you almost crumble under the weight of how insanely, degenerately meticulous this man was at making film. It was insanity. The movies he made were the works of a maniac, right? By the way, we have the amazing Kasim G in chat. Please, everybody go follow him. If we could get a shout out, Kasim G is streaming and y'all need to go watch because the guy rules, all right? For example, one story I've heard about The Shining, and I don't know if I will get this exactly, but there is a story that Kubrick hired a second unit to go get a lot of the footage that is like the exterior of the Overlook, right? Because he wanted a very particular winter look, right? So I'll pull that up for you right now. So he wanted it to look like the Overlook was completely snowed in, right? The problem being the Overlook only has a few like weeks of the year that it's snowed in like this, right? This is what he wanted the Overlook to look like in The Shining. Okay. So he sent out a second team to get a lot of like the B-roll footage, blah, 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 blah. They were waiting in this hotel for like 2 months to get the snow because they're like, when's the snow going to come? When are we going to get a blanket of snow? When are we going to get it? They go out and it finally snows and they go to capture this shot of the snow, right? And they look back and they realize that they've tracked through the shot. And they're like, oh my God, our footprints are in the shot. Are we going to show this to Stanley? And they were like so afraid that they waited like another month to re-get the shot. And the next time it snowed, to track all the way around the hotel to make sure there weren't tracks in the shot. That's how like afraid people were in Kubrick's team of disappointing him. I'm sure that I got the exact details of that story wrong, but it is a story just to set the scene of like how degenerate Kubrick was about getting his specific details. Okay, let's get back to our list. Shining, God tier, absolutely. A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night, another criminally underrated film. I really enjoyed this film. If you haven't seen this film, get some world cinema in you. Really good. Not many people have watched that movie. Videodrome. All hail the new flesh. If I'm being honest, I like Videodrome. I'm not like in love with it. What is happening with my mouse? I'm not like in love with it. I'll give it like a B. I like Videodrome a lot, but it's not like a movie I was like, fuck yeah. Not a Cronenberg person? Wrong. I put Fly in Legendary. I'm going to be honest. I just think I enjoy Cronenberg stuff. I just think a lot of Cronenberg movies like collapse on themselves a little bit. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. This is my tier list. You can all go fuck yourself. Mandy is incredible. Mandy's like probably my favorite movie ever made. I'm gonna be honest. Mandy is incredible. I fucking love this movie. I adore this film. It's so good. It's so ridiculous. It is the most visually compelling movie I've ever seen. The acting jobs are ridiculous. Panos Cosmatos got an actual cult leader to play the cult leader in the movie, and he does an unbelievable job. The music is perfect. In fact, let's pull up that Johan Johansson.
I watched The Shining alone in a house in the country with my college girlfriend. I remember looking at her dead in the eye and saying, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy in the creepiest way possible. That was the moment our relationship died.
All work and no play. I'm not gonna hurt ya. I'm just gonna bash your fucking brains in. You ever seen Cosmatos' other film, Beyond the Black Rainbow? Yes, I love Beyond the Black Rainbow. Not many people do. I liked it a lot. This is Mandy theme right here. This shit goes wacky. Better Watch Out. I watched this movie last night. It was okay. It's weird. It's got a good twist. Little lacking. Misery, I love Misery. I think Misery is in that S tier or maybe A tier. It's a really good film. It goes. God, this song fucking slaps. It Follows, legendary. It Follows goes to show you what can be done with a independent film budget, with an independent crew. It Follows is one of the best indie horror movies ever. It's scary as fuck. And it does so with implied horror, which I think is infinitely more impressive than just jump scaring someone to death. I'm not going to get to all these movies, guys. I'm going to do my 10 Cloverfield, I think is an S tier. Very good movie. Love that. We already talked about it. The Wailing. Oh my God, bro. The Wailing is legendary. The Wailing is fucking legendary. I don't care. It is one of the most punishing horror movies ever made. Punishing. It just beats you to your fucking knees, and it keeps going, and it just gets so much more horrible. You got to be a masochist to enjoy that one. It's great. Color Out of Space, I think it's the best H.P. Lovecraft film, but it just missed on so many fronts. And it was such a weird choice for to start the quote unquote Lovecraft universe with a story that is essentially one of his shortest stories, and also it's like a third hand account in the story by like a census taker, if I remember correctly, or like some kind of doctor. I don't know. Let the Right One In. We watched this S-tier movie, the complete opposite of Let Me In. Great film. International cinema. Get down. Now I'm going to do something that's going to fuck a lot of you up. Descent is God tier. Descent is maybe the best creature feature movie ever. It fucking rules. It's incredible. It's awesome. If you don't enjoy The Descent, I don't know what to say to you. It's a perfect creature feature movie, right? A bunch of kick-ass girls go into a fucking cave, and it just insanity ensues, right? Practical effects. It's weird. It's crazy. A great female protagonist. I like The Descent. I really do. And I don't know many people who really dislike The Descent. Listen, if this was on straight film quality, again, this is how much I enjoy these projects. If this is straight film quality, it's probably down in the B tier, right? But in enjoyment, I fucking love this movie. Maybe not as much as these two, but I think it's a God tier or maybe a high legendary. All right, guys, I'm going to do one more and then I got to go. I'm going to do this. Evil Dead 2 is legendary. This is going to be a representation for Evil Dead 2, and Army of Darkness. Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2 basically changed horror movies, right? That's the birth of comedy horror right there. It's wonderful. It's nuts. Okay, I gotta fucking go to this murder mystery, but I gave you guys a little nice stream in there, okay? And I'll finish this tier list tonight. When we do bad taste, what do you have issue with? And by the way, this is my enjoyment. This is not the quality of the films. Which one do you have issue with? Jason, tell me which one you in particular have an issue with, and I'll defend it before I go. Peter Jackson, bad taste? Peter Jackson? What? Did Peter Jackson even make one of those movies on the list? Bad taste. First gore movie of Peter Jackson, you noob. What? Huh? Oh, you're talking about a Peter Jackson movie. I thought you were saying I have bad taste. And then I thought you followed it up by saying, I have Peter Jackson's bad taste. I couldn't really follow that. I've never seen Bad Taste. Sorry. That's why it was lost to me. I don't even think it's on the list. But anywho. All right. I got to go, guys. I will finish this list later. Cutie Cinderella's Murder Mystery stream at 6 p.m. And then followed by my movie stream at 10 p.m. All right, 2 more streams. But before I go, let's one more time thank Heineken for this bonus stream that they've sponsored. Heineken, a delicious treat for your Halloween holiday. Please drink responsibly. Only drink if you're over the age of 21 years old. New slim can, same delicious taste. Heineken. Anyway, guys, I will be back later. I hope you've had a wonderful time. I hope you've enjoyed yourself for this little mini stream. Given day streams for my day people is pretty good, right? It's pretty good. We're juicing up. Day, man. Ah! We're juicing up the daytime. Okay. Let us... Let's send you over to Gina. Right? Okay. Thank you for everything you do, guys. I'm out of here. Stay dangerous. I will be back before you know it. Movie night tonight. Yes, 10 o'clock p.m. is the earliest I can do it, but I'm doing it. All right, 3 stream day. Engage. Have a wonderful night, you guys, and I'll see you soon.